How goes it, family? How goes it? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional night. Sorry for the delay. Supposed to have my brothers from another mother on, but had some technical difficulties happen. Hopefully, we don't have any technical difficulties happen during this live session like we did like we did on Wednesday. Well, my bad on Thursday. So let's get it going and go from there. But if you're watching, definitely do the great three free things like, share, and subscribe. We're going to be talking about Curtis Jackson, known as Mr. 50 Cent himself. And like I said, this is nothing but love and respect to 50 Cent because, heck, I remember I was in. I was in high school when I first heard about 50 Cent. I think I was in 11th grade year. I was in my 11th grade year in high school or the 12th grade. Our friend Matt Martinez introduced 50 Cent to me, and the song was from the Into Deep soundtrack. I believe the song was called How to Rob or something like that. And he played that song religiously. Loved that song. I didn't think much of it. I thought, good rapper and whatnot. But at that time, I was stuck on Bone Thugs and Harmony, Wu Tang, and all West Coast hip hop music and whatnot. But I will say that 50 Cent has left the everlasting impact. Whether you love him or hate him, it's kind of like Kanye West. It's like whether you love him or hate him, these people are making boss moves, and you can't hate on the people that are making boss moves in any industry. You know what I mean? I mean that's my mindset at the end of the day. So much love and respect to 50 Cent on the stuff that he's doing, and heck, his show Power has been taken off, and the show's actually good. I mean, I don't follow too many shows like I used to. I'm a podcast nerd, but I will say that the shows he's come up with are very interesting, very great, keep you addicting and whatnot. And the last time I saw Power, Ghost was still alive, so that's how far behind I am. But I will say that the man has been making a lot of boss moves. But I'm talking about him today because he stated, and if you don't know who 50 Cent is, he's a rapper that who officially came out back in the early 2000s, 2003 time frame, was signed to Eminem's and Dr. Dre's record label and created his own record label, had his own, shoes, sneakers, clothing, all this, different brands. And he's been in a couple of movies. Then he started doing his own shows and, television series. So he's just been going on and on and on. But he says his success basically because people that have committed crimes, so, might have been a lot of stupid stuff, but some of the smartest people are in prison. A lot of people, that's just undeniable. That's why some come out to become the biggest moguls, like 50 Cent is. Some come out, they become big entrepreneurs, um, novels, write movies, and things of that nature, kind of like 50 Cent's doing. But he says he compares the streets to the boardroom. And that's very interesting because I think this is why so many people who are very successful entrepreneurs in any space are a lot of them are ex-convicts, and it's been like that for decades, for generations now. This isn't nothing new. It just gets talked about more because of the social media world. But I think this is important because um, the boardroom. It's that old saying from the movie Rising Sun back in the '90s with Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery, and it was a Japanese saying from this movie saying that business is war. And a lot of people and I'm not speaking from a person who has experience of being in the streets, but I've seen people operate like this. And a lot of times, if you're dealing in the streets, especially if you came up during the '80s, '90s time frame, there were street wars going on all over the place, from small towns to major cities, all from all races and things of that nature. And only the intelligent ones, not just the strong ones, but the intelligent ones were the ones that survived it. And the more intelligent ones were the ones that never got into it or got out of it to the point where they could make something of themselves from a legal perspective. And at the end of the day, 50 Cent is a smart businessman. He knows a thing or two about business. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. He everybody knows he was a rap superstar, and he's a media mogul now. And he really went in on how basically, in a sense, the streets prepared him for the boardroom because he knows going in to the boardroom, it's like it's basically mental mortal combat. That's the best way to look at it. And or you're playing chess, mental chess and whatnot. But business negotiations is like basically people are taking verbal jabs at one another, but in a professional and dignitary manner, in an elegant manner and whatnot. So, but he really went in on saying, because he is at the end of the day, 50 Cent is a serial entrepreneur. Most of the rappers from my generation, the ones that we still talk about nowadays, it's because they're serial entrepreneurs, not because they're making music anymore. And that's the thing that that I find very great and intriguing. And I just love the fact that we're still able to talk about these people. But anyways, article states after landing his first major record deal with Columbia Records, 50 Cent was dropped after he was shot 9 times. The move was intended to kill him, but he refused to let it phase him and instead released several tracks to diss enemies who were out to get him and whatnot. And I remember, like, I officially really heard about 50 Cent with his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, that actually came out in 2002. But everybody, like, nowadays when people talk about 50 Cent, they're talking about because of the shows that he's making, like his series Power. Now he's has a new one called Raising Canaan, and now the new BMF series. That's it's basically telling stories to reflect the reality of black men who come from places where you had to learn street smarts to survive at the end of the day. So, and he's not only making a killing, but I like the fact that he has his own brand. I like the fact that he's putting a lot of people, actors, especially black actors, giving them jobs and opportunity and whatnot. And I just like the fact that he's continuously doing the great things that he's doing. Whether you like his personality or not, I don't care about all that nonsense. I care about the economic moves that one's making. But anyways, he says 50 Cent stated the tactics are the same from the streets to the boardroom. It's just with a different approach. He says they have subtleties to their tactics. They're not confrontational, but they're doing it right in front of you with how they are structuring deals. He said, at least with a robber, they'll give you the courtesy of showing you the gun. They'll give you the courtesy of showing you a gun. So you have to, so you can have those anxieties and feel those feelings that you would feel when you're being robbed. He says, but in business, they'll do it on a piece of paper. They'll do it in any way you can feel nothing and just rob you right there. And then before I go forward, that is the honest truth. And that's why people talk about, you could be the smartest person in the world, but at the end of the day, you still need a team of people. Just like the smartest CEOs to the smartest drug dealers to the smartest cartel leaders and whatnot, they had to have a team of people that have strengths and weaknesses in different areas. Those strengths and weaknesses have to be identified. And when it comes to execution time, you got to be able to execute things as a team and in an efficient manner and whatnot. Like he says, the only difference is one has a gun, the other one has a pen. And I remember that saying from the first movie Die Hard, where the terrorists took over the one financial building in Los Angeles, and the one guy who was basically a broker, a negotiator, he says, "Hey, we do the same thing. You do yours with a pistol, I do mine with a pen." And that's the thing. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. It's business as war. You're just doing it in a more intelligent manner, in a diligent manner, and whatnot, and without physically threatening anybody, and physically causing any bodily specific harm or whatnot. Everything's just done on paper because, once again, business is war. I think I made a live video about that, but that's what it is. Business is war, regardless of what business you're in. Just like if you work in corporate America, people are at war. We're trying to get them the next best promotion, the next best bonus, maybe the next best CEO job. You're constantly battling. That's why there's really no such thing as retirement for most people nowadays, especially until the day you die. That's just how I look at it. I've come to the conclusion that I'll retire when I die. I'm not looking to retire at 65, 62, 70 years old. No, I'll retire when I die, because when you love what you do, you're not worried about retiring. But that's just my personal opinion. But anyways, um, 50 Cent stated that the only way to beat people in corporate, in basically in Hollywood, is to beat them at their own game, to prepare for conflict. He says a lot of people who do that comfortably, who will hand you that kind of contract, they're not prepared for direct conflict. He said, and under the circumstances I grew up in, I absolutely had to be prepared for it. He said, think of fighters. They look good after they have 8 weeks of training and they have 8 weeks to focus their mind, but you only got 8 seconds in the street. You got 8 seconds to adjust, and you do what you got to do. It looks like we can add business mentor to the ever growing list of titles held by 50 Cent. And this is true at the same time. And that's another thing. Um, because even with the older, if you go to the Lucky Lucianos, if you go to the Bumpy Knuckles, if you go to the Franks from American Gangster, what all the Al Capones and whatnot, a lot of them they were very successful because of the connections that they had and because they were seasoned and whatnot, and a lot of them did not mind taking advice from people either. But another thing at the end of the day is when you're not really worried about of course, somebody will call me when I'm going live. When you're not really worried about actually dealing with, if you're not worried about anything going wrong and you're not worried about getting knocked down, I think those are the best times in life that where you can and grow like the rose grew from through concrete and whatnot. The rose that grew from concrete, because you have the mentality of, just like, I mean, that's why so many boxers from back in the day are very successful now, because they weren't scared to take a punch. They weren't scared to take a fall, to go down and whatnot, because they wipe their face and get back up again if physically and humanly possible. That's exactly what they would do, and they did not have any issues doing that, and they were not scared to execute. And I got nothing but love and respect for that. And they trained for that. And in a sense, if you look at it, the streets kind of trained 50 Cent to deal in this world, and he took on mentorship, and he was willing to listen, and he was willing to do his research, and he's a hustler by nature. So you can't out hustle a hustler. That was successful at doing something illegally. Now they're doing something legally. So that's, like I said, at the end of the day, that's the love and respect I have to give to 50 Cent, because at the end of the day, he went from a gun to a pen, and now he's got the right teams around him and whatnot, got the right lawyers, got the right accountants and whatnot, got the right agents, got the right executives, got the right writers. And now you see his name when you watch these shows saying executive produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And that's, at the end of the day, I just got to give love and respect to that he not only put in those kind of moves, but he's putting the words out there in the atmosphere. And that's another reason why I got to give him love and respect. Okay, because he's making boss moves, all right, in a big, 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 big way. So that's all I wanted to say. I was set up to go live tonight, so I wanted to have a conversation with my brothers, but like I said, we'll do that another day. It's all good. I might just go on a rant later on tonight on my Instagram. So don't forget to check that out and all that good stuff. And don't forget to check out the online store and all the good stuff. And like I said, at the end of the day, I greatly appreciate it. And before I get out of here, don't forget to not only check out the online store, but if you're a crypto investor like myself, don't forget to sign up with the GS Partners. I'm part of affiliate marketing team, and I want to be able to make boss moves continuously. If you're a crypto investor like me, you have the opportunity to get people to sign up as an affiliate, get access to another crypto card in case you want to spend some of your crypto money, and you'll be able to make money off of when people actually sign up with the package and whatnot. So check us out. I hope everybody's enjoying the Saturday night. Like I said, I'm trying to change the view of the channel, the moves of the channel, but we're still going to keep making boss moves, and we're going to keep doing what we got to do at the end of the day. All right. So do the great 3 free things, family. If you would be so kindly, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care, family. Sure. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc., and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc., and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot, to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc., and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day.